Hello, what's up? I'm just gonna stand up, guys. Okay, all right. Hi, welcome back. How you doing? Happy Friday. Happy. Welcome back to the house with the witch. I'm JD, the witch. Welcome back to the house. So as you see, we're gonna go over chapter 8 today. So I did something a little bit different today. So for chapter 8, I went ahead and pulled a card ahead of time to kind of set the underlining tone for the message and for the chapter. So, chapter 8, the underlining vibe is being represented by the Queen of Cups. Um, so, the Queen of Cups in the upright meaning represents nurturing, feminine energy. In the reversal, it could represent suspicion or emotional distance. So, let's see. Let's just read about the Queen of Cups together real quick before we jump into the chapter, and it's going to set the tone of our conversation today. So the feminine energy of love, nurturing, and protection resonate with the Queen of Cups. Queens in tarot represent feminine energy that includes receptivity, creativity, nurturing, and love. The Queen of Cups is entirely emotional, carrying the double element of water. She feels deeply, expressing her emotions through and wearing her heart on her sleeve. We see the queen seated on a throne decorated with shells and baby mermaids, signifying her connection to maternal instincts and ability to create life. The throne is surrounded by water, so she is truly in her element. The golden crown on her head suggests her connection to higher consciousness, and she gazes at the covered chalice in her hand, intuitively protecting its contents. So, in a general reading, this card could represent an actual person in your life who embodies these characteristics, including yourself. But this card can also symbolize the energetic presence of intense emotions in your life. Ask yourself, is there someone who has been influencing my emotions? Have my own emotions been trying to tell me something? When I look within, what messages do I receive about nurturing myself? All right. So let that sit, let that marinate. And today we're going to go over chapter 8, the hierarchy of creation. All right. Maybe it'll come up later. I don't know. All right. So let's read the little introduction first, and then we'll get into the chapter. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to sit right here. This is like a really. All right. So chapter 8, the hierarchy of creation. So in this chapter, Hermes summarizes his teachings on the way in which God creates and maintains the cosmos and all it contains. All right. So God creates an ordering principle. The mind of the cosmos. God creates an ordering principle, the mind of the cosmos. This ordering principle continually organizes chaotic matter into beautifully ordered physical cosmos. Time is one of the principles by which the cosmos is ordered. The existence of time means that everything within the cosmos is constantly changing, but in a measured way. God is the goodness that creates life. The mind of the cosmos is the fundamental laws of nature. The permanent and unchanging principles which govern life. The physical cosmos is the beautiful order of nature within which life exists. Time is the governing principle of the cosmos, which produces change. Constant change is the process of everything living and dying. The cosmic mind is an idea expressed by the mind of God. The physical cosmos is the thought expressed by the mind of the cosmos. The physical cosmos is the thought expressed by the mind of the cosmos. At the heart of the cosmos is the life-giving sun, which is an image of the life-giving soul at the heart of every person. Alright, so let's get into the chapter. Are you excited? I'm so excited. The hierarchy of creation. So a tomb creates the cosmic mind. The cosmic mind creates the cosmos. The cosmos creates time. Time creates change. The essence of a tomb is primal goodness. The essence of the cosmic mind is permanent sameness. The essence of the cosmos is beautiful order. The essence of time is movement. The essence of change is life. A tomb works through mind and soul. The cosmic mind works through immortality and duration. The cosmos work through turning and returning. Time works through increase and decrease. Change works through quality and quantity. The cosmic mind is in a tomb. The cosmos is in eternity. Time is in the cosmos. Change is in time. The cosmic mind is permanently connected to a tomb. The cosmos is made up of thoughts in the cosmic mind. The cosmic mind is an image of a tomb. The cosmos is an image of the cosmic mind. The sun is an image of the cosmos. Man is an image of the sun. All right. What the heck did I just read? Oh my gosh. All right. What I'm getting from this and from the Queen of Cups is love. And its many, many forms. So the ancient Greeks had 6 different versions of love. So they had eros, which was passionate or romantic love. They had philia, which is friendship and deep affection. Storge, which is natural affection between family members. Agape, which is universal selfless love. Filatura, which is self-love and care. Xena, which is affection towards others, specifically strangers. All right. So we thank our ancestors, our guides, spiritual beings assigned to us for our highest heavenliest good for being with us here and now. We call upon you and ask upon your protection and guard here and now. And we call upon the all-one being and Thoth to deliver this message. So what would you like us to take away from this chapter? The hierarchy of creation. What is the takeaway? What is it that you want us to take away from this chapter? Tell us. We want to know. We want to know it all. Tell me. What do you want us to know about the hierarchy of creation? Tell me, darling. Tell me. All right. Okay, so we have the King of Wands in reverse, which is telling me that the magic of the cosmos is not all on one person, not all on one thing, but at the same time it is. Which I'm getting with the Star and the Hermit card. All right, what else? that this order and this process and the existence of time and chaos is as old as time, is as old as time. What are you telling us here? Hold on. 7 of Cups. All right. It's the 8 of Cups. Oh well. Okay, so the 8 of Cups came out, which represents walking away, moving on, could represent hanging on, avoiding change. So never settle for good enough. The best options await you when you seek it. God is the best feeling within you. And you also, supposedly they found stardust in our DNA, and our DNA has stardust in it. So somehow we are operating with stardust in our body. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. That's some of the best quality, best materials in the universe in our body. All right, let's keep reading. So after wrestling with disillusionment and false promises, the 8 of Cups card shows that you are finally ready to walk away from trying and counterproductive situations. Beneath a crescent moon of a watchful sun, representing the conscious and self, eh, representing the conscious self and the intuitive self, a figure walks away from the 8 of Cups. He is clad in a red robe and boots, symbolic of passion grounded in desire. This person has sampled each cup. Okay, hold on. This person has sampled each cup and decided that none of their contents are satisfying, so he must go off in search of a deeper fulfillment. The staff he carries reminds us of the hermit's staff. Uh, the hermit's staff. The river symbolizes intuition and feeling, his way forward in the dark, navigating the path by the light of the moon. So, in this chapter, they talk about how change is time. So, the essence of a tune, the essence of God, is primal goodness. The essence of the cosmic mind is permanent sameness. The essence of the cosmos is beautiful order. And the essence of time is movement. So, this is also reminding me of the conversation that we had of time and cycles, and how the laws of necessity govern change in the universe. So, I think we're being asked to realize that all of life, our entire life, is a cycle. It's a cycle of identifying preferences, fine tuning your thoughts and your emotions to bring about your desired preferences. And that's all it is. It's a constant cycle of that, if you haven't noticed. It's a very short cycle, which is why, I don't know, you could feel like um, you're spinning your wheels, or you could feel like, hey, we just did this, or like, hey, I just worked on this, why am I doing this again? Um, it's because life is a continuous cycle of fine tuning personal preferences. And identifying the personal preference that genuinely nourishes our heart and our soul is the preference that would teach us the lesson of whatever it is that we're supposed to be learning from whatever experience it is that we're experiencing. Because if you're repeating something in your life, it's because there's a lesson, an underlining lesson that you haven't learned. So if you feel like you're in a similar cycle, that's a really good thing because you've been through it before. So identify what is the similarity and what's the new thing that is being asked to be addressed and changed and tinkered or altered or, you know, improved and made better in some way. I'm also getting that the universe keeps expanding and getting bigger and bigger and bigger because it's identifying its preferences and it's identifying new ways of being, new ways of existence, new life, which is why the universe keeps expanding, expanding, and expanding, and why it has no end. There's been a start, but there is no end. And I think we're also being asked for the changes that we want in our life, for the changes that we're asking for in our life, we're being asked to receive the medicine, to receive the nourishment, to pick the better habits and to pick the better modalities of being. So, going to bed at a decent hour, eating a balanced, nutritious meal with, all its food groups, drinking proper water, going out for regular exercise, doing your homework when you get home from school. Because those are examples of activities that are going to enrich your soul. It's an investment. It's something that you're putting into that you're going to get more out of. It's like eating a piece of broccoli versus a potato chip. One might be funner and flashier, but how nourishing is it? How many vitamins is it giving you? How many minerals are being infused into your body from that potato chip? As opposed to the piece of broccoli. Maybe it's not as, sexy coming out of a Lay's whatever. I don't know. It's just a piece of broccoli. It's not that exciting, but it's crispy, it's crunchy, it's hydrating, it's got iron in it, it's got all this good stuff for your body in it. So it's nourishing, it's sustaining, it's filling you and giving you the nourishment that you need, the vitamins and the minerals that you need. Like when you're eating, like are you eating to get full or are you eating to get nourished? Next time you make yourself a meal, consider that, okay? Am I making this meal to feed myself and to fill my stomach? Or am I eating to nourish my body? Right? I knew there was a message in there somewhere. We just had to keep reading. Also, side note, I got bit by a freaking bee yesterday. Oh my gosh, look at that. Well, I didn't really get bit. It landed on my arm and it started like hanging out. And I don't know what I was doing. I was like looking around and I just felt something here and I thought it was a fly. So I just kind of like go like this and I like squeeze it in my armpit and it got freaked out and like it kind of stung me. But it like didn't want to sting me. So like the stinger like was like half in my skin, half out, and it just ripped it. Ouchie. But yeah. It's a very weird spot. It's like itchy, but it's like not. All right. Did you get stung by a bee today? Do you like bees? What do you think about bees? Do you like honey? I love honey. Did you know that bacteria can't exist in an environment that honey is kept? So if you get sick, have a spoonful of honey. If anything happens, have a spoonful of honey. It helps. It's the medicine. It is the medicine. It helps the medicine go down. Medicine go down. Medicine go down. I'm not asking anything. I'm just shuffling cards. All right. Anything else that you would like us to take away from this chapter? Oh my gosh. To put down the bad habits and judging yourself harshly and having very crude, very vigorous, very angry, very strict rules on yourself is a bad habit, especially if it's making you feel not good, if it's not making you feel better. Positive reinforcement goes a very, very long way. Um, it really does. It goes a long way. Like encouraging someone to success is a thing. Hold on. Let me lay these cards out and just make sure we're not missing anything. So the cycles that come in our life sometimes feel very chaotic and feel make us feel like we're being put on the spot and having all of our soft spots exposed. It feels like that. And it feels like there's a freaking spotlight shown right on that thing. And you do have the autonomy to decide if you're going to be overcome by your challenges or if you're going to rise to the occasion. And I know that sounds very cliche, very overused, and very dry of a pep talk, but maybe because of its redundancy, because of how much that phrase is used, like realize like how significant it is and how much value it genuinely does have. Looking on the bright side takes you very, very far and is not as corny as you think when you want to just feel good, when you want to feel at least just better, right? And I'm not saying better than anyone else other than yourself. The only person you're in competition with is yourself. The only person you want to be better than is the person you were yesterday or a minute ago by 1% at least, okay? And I feel like that's a similar type of mentality that God, like the universe has, which is why it keeps expanding because it wants to get better 1% every day. And that's just our natural instinct to want to grow and get better 1% every day, which is why, being a high achiever is a thing. Why people go after medals and certificates and degrees and, challenge themselves to do things that they don't really need to do. Because it's a personal, I don't want to say vendetta, but it's a personal milestone. It's a personal bucket list thing, you know? Because we're God incarnated. So if God has this mentality of like, oh my gosh, I want to keep growing, I want to keep getting better, let's keep figuring out new ways to do this, that's our natural instinct. And when we're not fully aligned with who we are and what we are and accepting of who we are and what we are, it could be a little challenging to find fulfillment in what we do. And this is your invitation to see that challenge, to see that hindrance, to see that obstacle as a puzzle piece assigned to you to solve. And it's a puzzle piece with your favorite materials. It's a puzzle piece with your favorite colors. It's a puzzle piece that's going to make your most favorite image. So what I mean by that is understand that the challenges that you're confronted with are designed and created for you. Like, it really is true. Like, God's not going to give you anything that you can't handle. Because if it's something you can't handle, you completely snap and break and evolve to the next level or evolve to your next life. I'm not trying to be like morbid or anything, but you either let your challenges inspire you to create heaven on earth, or you let it cause hell on earth for you. Whether you realize it or not, whether you participate or not, and whether you take an active role in it or not, you are growing. You are like a tree. You are like a flower. You are like a rare, rare rose. You are like a climbing vine. Our instinct, our natural instinct and inclination and outcome is to grow. It just is because we're alive. We're human beings. We didn't turn 18 and stop growing. It doesn't work like that. We didn't turn 21 and then stop growing. It doesn't work like that. We keep growing. And I guess what I'm being asked to tell you, or what we're illuminating is the best experiences, the best emotions, the best feelings, the best thoughts, the best behaviors, the best outcomes, the best fruits are going to come from a personal decision to choose peace, to choose victory, to choose faith, to choose God, to choose life. If you don't rock with God, if you don't like that, like it's too cringy for you, do it for yourself. Do it for growth's sake, for goodness sake. Okay? All right. All right. Sweet deal. Any closing messages, my darling? Yeah. All right. So we got the Page of Pentacles, we got the Eight of Pentacles, and we got the Queen of Wands. So the success that you'll see in in overcoming your challenges lies in you receiving counsel, guidance from God, from really paying attention to those nudges that you're getting, like, hey, do this, hey, don't do that, hey, let's do this instead. By genuinely paying attention to those nudges and instincts, and recognizing that those nudges and instincts are your Jiminy Cricket, is a piece of broccoli on your shoulder telling you what's genuinely going to nourish you, what's genuinely going to enrich your body, your temple, your home, and your house. I'm being asked to tell you guys to please pray over protection for yourself. Pray to your ancestors. Pray to your ancestors. Say, ancestors, I call upon thee to be with me here and now, here and now. Please create a vortex of protection and guard around my energy, around me, around my temple, around my house, and around my home, right? From now on and ever after more. And if there have ever been any curses, hexes, black magic, evil eye sent my way to my house, my temple, or home, I, with loving kindness, send it back to sender, with loving kindness. And the space that that evil took in my house, temple, and home, I replace with the Holy Spirit from now on and ever after more. And I cut the connection from all that evil from now on and ever after more, and seal it with the Holy Spirit from now on and ever after more. And I am glad. And I am glad that I am glad. And I am going to celebrate by going to bed early. Okay? All right? Do that every once in a while whenever you feel like a little weird. Like if you feel like there's just a lot of energy in the air that doesn't seem familiar, that doesn't seem warm or inviting, send it back to sender. You can send back to sender. You can send back to sender times 10 and let them, dish out the karma that they dished out. And then always replace the space that that energy took with something lighter. So I always ask the Holy Spirit to come, because the Holy Spirit seems to cover everything. But you can also invite love, compassion, gratitude, any of those types of gods. Okay? All right. You can also picture yourself, picture your heart, and picture like a black circle coming out of your heart and wrapping your body and your field in it. And I'm talking like the type of black of like the night sky, like a very like soothing, calming, nourishing color. Okay, that or purple would be fine. But visualize that coming out from your heart. So from your heart space, you're protected with that, and then put yourself in a bubble. All right, that can help too. And then um, purple specifically protects against evil towards magic. So that should help. Okay. All right. All right. There was something I wanted to say about the gods. We were talking last chapter about the gods, and I wrote some things down. So, love is the question and the answer. All right. Uh, God is the water spout and is the water. God is the thermostat and the temperature and the air. There is the one, all one God, and then there are all the gods that are his children. And I would include us in that category, along with Thoth, along with Eros, Phila, Agape, Storge, Philatra, Xena, compassion, creativity, community, all that, all those. Like, I want you guys to understand, like, those feelings, those emotions. My theory is we're physical manifestations on planet Earth at one time, and they got neglected and left behind. People weren't praying for them anymore. So the physical representations of their manifestation left this dimension, left this planet. I don't know. That's just my theory. Let me know how you feel about that. Like, I don't know. Like, I just see planet Earth as like, because I think in one of the chapters it says that planet Earth is the storehouse of all matter. So every vibration in the universe, its physical representation manifests here on Earth. So it also says things that are only perceptible to your mind. So things that we can only see in our mind, feel in our mind, like love, like compassion, curiosity, creativity. Um, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I thought you would. All right. Anything else? We also talked about in the last chapter how I went on a tangent. If you're here with me, like through from like chapter one, thank you so much, like for listening to my incoherent rambling. Like, I'm so honored because I watch my videos back too. I love my videos; they're hilarious. I'm so funny, and I'm so insightful. It's crazy. But a lot of the times I'm just like, what the heck am I saying? I'm just I'm just saying things and going off of tangents on tangents on tangents. But last chapter we were talking about how I was in a church and how I was enjoying my prayer. It was a public space and there was a lot of people walking around, but in front of me there was an altar of candles, a painting of the Virgin Mary and baby Jesus. There was a beautiful window, and sometimes we do need like a candle or an image to help us focus in on what it is that we're trying, like on God. That's it, like on God. Like we need something to focus on God. And you might say like, well, you don't need anything to focus on God because God's everywhere, and that's true. But like, say you're at a church, say you're somewhere public and you want to connect to God. Like, how do you do that if you're in the middle of a shopping center, right? Or if you're in the middle of a public space, like how do you do that? But you have that need, or you're having that calling to connect to God. How do you do that? Like sometimes having something helps, like having like a Bible or a rosary, or a little candle, or having a little figurine or a little charm or a crystal, a little sansan helps you reconnect and focus your energy on one thing and and focusing on it with the intention that you are raising your frequency to, at the very least, the level of that object. Because that object, the reason why we're using it is because it signifies and it represents and it embodies and carries a vibration that's supposed to be or should be higher than our own, like a candle, like a Virgin Mary statue, or a little statue of Athena, or I don't know, what have you, Brahma, Shiva, and all of them. Huitzilopochtli. Uh, you know what I'm saying? All right. I'm trying to address some of the incoherent blabbering that I had in the last video with this incoherent blabbering. All right, my loves. Any questions, comments, concerns, or emotional outbursts for the good of the group? Any last words? All right. I love this card. Strength. Going through your cycles of deciphering your preferences and choosing your preferences and creating a world that supports your preferences requires a type of strength that this lady has. A type of strength that is super gentle, where like this ferocious lion is even a docile little kitty. That's the type of strength that you want to lead yourself and guide yourself through your obstacles and your challenges with. Like, you don't have to push yourself so hard. You don't have to be so strict. You don't have to be so demanding. You don't have to be so, I don't know, what. You don't have to hold such a tight leash. The strength that you will overcome your challenges with is the sweet, loving, nurturing love. All right? Because that's strong. That's strong as heck. I was also getting with this card that the whole universe is glued and held together with love, with all these forms of love. And if that's true, consider how strong and how tough and how much grit love has to be able to hold all of the love and all of the chaos that the universe has. That strength lives within you, lives within us all, which is why you have been able to possess this strength. But now it's just time to intentionally wield it and use it from now on, moving forward, for the betterment of yourself. It's okay to want to get better. It's okay to want to improve and to feel better and to feel relief. It is selfish. It is putting yourself first, but that's your job. Because if you don't do it, who's going to do it for you? It's your privilege. It's your responsibility. It's your honor to care about how you feel. The only job you have first thing in the morning is to get good with yourself and to feel good about yourself. Your only job in the morning is to feel good. Like, that's the point of having, strong, good routines in the morning, and why people, like, I don't know, talk about them so much, or like live by them, and like, I don't know, let themselves sometimes be overcome by them. Because I'm thinking about like people in California, like people in Cali, like like health and fitness is a lifestyle, and you're either in or you're not. But that's so ungodly. That's so cut and dry. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. All right. Well, I hope you found this informative and enjoyable. Please like, comment, and share. I love you. Be safe. Have fun. Bye.